97K, we'd be targeting 93K. But
it worked, by the way.
Structure.
It worked.
Oh. Let me just change this Fibonacci. Okay, so we're in a fib level now. Confluence of the 786 is the value area high that we're looking at too. Let's see. The high to the local low here.
Why does your 200 look different than my 200? Hold on. Unless I'm not using a 200. Right, that red line's your 200, right?
No, that's my 50 daily.
Oh, I see. That makes sense. Capiche, capiche.
Yeah, I'm tired of trading between those EMAs, man. just keep away from it. I've noticed that like I journal pretty much every single trade that I take, and I noticed that whenever we're ping ponging between value like EMAs like that, the 200 and the 50, my win rate drops by like 20%. So whenever I kind of like cringe whenever we get between them. They're great for confluences when you're between them if the gap is big enough, but if the gaps get tighter and tighter and tighter, so does the volume, and then so does my win rate. It goes down a bit.
It's interesting.
It's important to log your stuff so you know the weaknesses of your strategy, so you don't trade at higher risk. What was the other request that we had? What are the pullback levels for a long Ethereum? That's a good question. That's a Fibonacci question. So for me to define a pull, I like to wait for like a lower time frame change of character occurrence. And when I get that lower time frame change of character occurrence, that allows me to define, okay, this could be a top where I can do a pull from like an impulse move or a low. For example, I can do it from this local low. Prepare for like a turn around here. That doesn't seem like a good spot. A better level would be if we got this change of character right here. I'll look at this local low here to this high. If we got that break, because then I can start defining that pull. So I'll be watching confluences of that alongside with this uptrending point of interest here. We get that uptrending point of interest. I'll be watching the order books to define the potential bounce around this area and these previous highs right here. Oh, the wifey's watching. I didn't realize I had you as a mod too. See a little mod icon there. Okay, so...
Your wife's watching?
My wife's watching.
Nicole! Love me!
Oh, that's true.
Kyle's wife is watching.
I thought you called my mom's name, because that's my mom's name is Nicole.
Why are you watching? Right?
Okay. Next request is Bell, B-E-L, from Trip. You can take a peek at Bell, see how it's doing. Hopefully giving better service to everybody. USDT. That was a joke, by the way, guys. You're allowed to laugh. I will put it on. Oh man, look at it go. This is better service.
The hell is that?
This is Bell, B-E-L. I don't know what it is. I've done TA on it a couple times for people. We are just tapping a downtrending level momentum after breaking double bottom. Let's see. Where are we positioned? We got 50%. We're around the 50% level of a macro valley area. Let's go to G. So I don't remember much about it. 1,248 day range. So no wonder you're looking at this. It's a potential opportunity level. We just grabbed liquidity from below this wick right here. And that looks like that liquidity is inducing a double bottom reversal. Got a very strong aggressive move off of it. really give much of a chance to enter. And front run to the value area low. The last safe entry was here. At least a trade that I would have taken would have been right here. Right, a break of the VWAP, break of downtrending momentum, the break double bottom off the value area low, break of structure continuation above the VWAP, target the value area high. Watch out for the POC. I might have already exited too. Yeah, I would have exited this already too. But I would have kicked myself in the butt, just like everyone else does. They put themselves into mental debt after see, oh, I closed my trade too soon. And then it goes up like that. But you can't beat yourself up for that. You can use probability to define your rules to help you predict the future, but you can't predict the future. Pretty wild move. So they're in an area of confluence right now to prepare for shorts for Bell. Like we're in a supply concern, so don't get too hyped up just yet. This zone here is an area of interest that first brought the price down, which helped induce this neckline right here for the double bottom. We're in an area of confluence to prepare for potential shorts. So if we get an opposing change of character, this might actually be a really good short. If we get out of this valley area with a break of structure continuation, then that can help you hold your trade and stay in longer if you're already in an existing position. I'll send that the back so it's easier to see. Okay. 5 minute looks like the 15. Just look different. Yeah, we gotta wait for more structure. We can't define a correction here just yet. But yeah, here's definitely a spot, at least at this high, where I prepare for that opposing change of character. There isn't really a demand zone to pull from to help define the potential range that help keep this stable. So if we do get that change of character occurrence and we get below this neckline, then I would be targeting the valley area high again. What you want to see if you're a holder, like I said before, that break of structure continuation and acceptance back inside like this previous valley area, so we can potentially get continuation structure and posture to the upside there. Oh, we can pull this whole thing as a valley area from here to here. Yeah. So mark 3280. Okay, that's where you want to get a hold above that. Get a break structure confirmation inside that area, so you can potentially get that rotation to 3480. That'd be really good confluence to hold your trade. I wouldn't long into that, but I would definitely hold into an active position in that. Congrats if you get on in that. That's pretty intense. Let's go back to the Bitcoin chart. Yeah, Bell's bumping though. That's crazy. And awkward reverse trend break. H-bar request. Oh, I got a definition of it. Bell, if it's Bell's coin, it'd be the first meme coin created by the same creators of Dogecoin. Okay. I'm surprised I'm not aware of it just because of the age of the token. Like usually tokens that are older than a couple years, everyone knows about them. Okay, H-bar request. H-bar is a good one to hold too long term. Last time I looked at it was on the 4th. Just get my tabs under control, make sure I don't add too many. We got change of character occurrence on the daily coming up. Nice. We got downtrending momentum here. Escaped out of this valley right here. Coming back up to. It's nice when you trade an asset enough where you already have your valley area set up, so you know your barrier concerns before you even look at anything. But yeah, see here, we had this pullback. Right here, we had at least a 2-candle pullback on the daily. We got the lower low, so that defined this as our strong high. We just got to break above this wick, preferably with the candle close and not just another wick up here, so we can define a potential position of strength for a continuation. We have this momentum here that's close to breaking, and that could help define a return back up to these highs around 21 cents. Let's see, go to the lower time frames like the hourly. Last time we looked at it was this head and shoulders posture alongside with the downtrending or uptrending momentum. So when that broke, we got the confluence of breaking the head and shoulders. We got the confluence of getting a change of character occurrence. We got the confluence of being at a value area high and breaking momentum. So all of my rules were met right here that I normally look for. I don't have the VWAP on screen, but so long as the VWAP was broken too, I probably would have taken this and then targeted this as a low. And looks like we got a little bit further to the previous value area low here. And now we're at the same area that we prepared for a short last time. But we are like on the daily. We got to remember that this little high right here, if broken, is a daily change of character level. So if we break that, then we have the daily. But it doesn't mean we won't pull back in the lower time frames right after grabbing that liquidity, because we have reasons to drop here still
Nicole.
in the lower time. And if we look here, we have the supply concern here as well.
Can you pretend to want it, maybe?
No.
Why?
And then I need you to go get Allie because I need to still
local value area from here.
Yeah, hold on. Give me 2 seconds.
If we start to get into this area here, and we still get a return back down, then you would adjust your fixed range to include this supply concern, a part of your value area, after it's mitigated, if it gets mitigated. But yeah, right now, we're in a spot where you want to prepare for shorts. But macro-wise, it's like it's positioning for a big move to the upside. So when you think that there's going to be a big move to the upside, you got to pay a lot more attention to the equilibrium point of a range. So if you use a Fibonacci retracement tool from the value area high to the value area low, there are settings you could use to define like mid-levels, and it's usually where the POC is, like so right here. So if we do get that bearish rotation down, we could come down, grab liquidity, and then run up for a more of a daily based move and break this downtrending momentum. So short term, I'm bearish, but long term, if we get that high taken, I'm going to be bullish. See you, Brian. Thanks for jumping on, man. How do I boot you out? Here we go. Got you moved.